passive aggressive people, they are exhausting. You know it, I know it, and maybe we were even falling for that passive aggressiveness ourselves. You know exactly the type I'm talking about. The cold tone that I'm fine. You know, those subtle digs, that guilt tripping, the sarcasm with a smile kind of thing. They don't come directly at you. They just chip away at your peace. And most people handle them all wrong. They snap back or they over-explain. And maybe they're just trying to fix the vibe that's going on. But all it does is just feeds the behavior. So today, I'm breaking down how to deal with passive-aggressive behavior towards you in a way that protects your energy, it sets clear boundaries, and it stops the pattern without turning everything into a fight. So stick around, because we're going to cover why passive-aggressive people actually behave this way, how to respond in real time without escalating the situation, the exact phrases that shuts it down, when to walk away, and how to build a mindset where this stuff just doesn't get you anymore. So let's get into it. So here's the big promise. You can stop the cycle without becoming the bad guy. So most people think that dealing with passive-aggressive behavior, it requires confrontation. It does not. It does require clarity. Passive-aggressive, these little digs, they live in the shadows. It thrives on ambiguity. It depends on you not calling out the behavior directly. Once you start communicating clearly, calmly, and directly, the passive-aggressive person, they really have nowhere to run or to hide. You don't have to match their energy. You don't have to play their game. You don't have to fix their emotional state. You can just stay grounded, factual, and calm. And it shuts the pattern down every single time. So, reality check. Why do they become passive aggressive? So let's be real. Passive aggression is basically anger without responsibility. Let me repeat that. It's anger without the responsibility. And it usually comes from fear of confrontation, needing control but not wanting to say it, feeling powerless, childhood patterns of expressing emotion indirectly, wanting to punish you without looking like the bad guy. And here is the key. Their behavior is about their emotional limitations. It has nothing to do with your worth. So people go on passive aggressive in this way that they do it when they don't have the skills to be direct. Once they realize this, they stop, or you begin to stop taking it personally. You then will start responding to the behavior, not the emotional state that is behind it. Now here's the framework. Here's a 4-step way to shutting it down. Now here is the backbone to our video. And I like to call it calm clarity framework. So the first one is to stay neutral. Passive aggressive people want a reaction. A reaction gives them control. Your job isn't to be nice. Your job is to be very steady. Short, neutral tone, no eye rolling, no sarcasm, no "you always" statements. Okay, the second one is to name what you notice. Not in a confrontational way, in a factual one. For example, I'm noticing some tension in the way that was said. It sounds like something is bothering you. Or, I'm hearing a bit of sarcasm. Is there something you want to talk to me directly about? So this is a way you're not accusing of it. You're inviting direct communication. The third is to set clear expectations. This is where you remove their escape route. For example, I'm open to talking about anything, but it needs to be direct. Another example, if there is an issue, let's address it directly instead of indirectly. Or, I'm not going to guess what you're feeling. I just want you to tell me. And the fourth is don't overfunction. So passive aggressive people want you to guess, they want you to chase, they want you to fix, they want you to decode. So don't, if they refuse to be direct, that's their decision. And you simply stop engaging in the indirect style. For example, okay, there's nothing you want to talk about directly, then let's just move on. So this is being firm, calm, and done. So let's look at some real world examples, exact phrases that will work. So let's go through a few scenarios and how to handle them. So here's scenario A, the sarcastic comment. So they may say, "Wow, somebody's finally ready to show up on time." So you can respond with, "Sounds like something's bothering you. You want to talk about it directly?" Simple, calm, straightforward. Or here's another scenario B, the guilting. So they may say, "Well, I guess I'll just do it myself like I always do." You may say, in response to that, "Well, if you need help, just ask directly. I'm not going to respond to indirect guilt." Scenario C, the cold silence. So you may respond to them by saying, "I'm sensing some tension. If there's something you want to discuss, I'm open to it. If not, let's continue." One more I have to cover because I have to say all of these are so me. Hopefully not so much anymore, but I have done each of these in my life. So scenario D, the "I'm fine." So I'm hearing frustration in your tone. If you want to talk, I'm here. If not, I'll give you your space. This way, no begging, no chasing. You offer clarity once, then you move on. Now, here are some ways that are common mistakes that could actually make things worse. Okay, mistake 1. You're over-explaining yourself. You don't owe long explanations. Just stay concise. Mistake number 2, you're trying to fix their emotions. You're responsible for communication, not their feelings. Mistake number 3, becoming passive aggressive back. Now you're in their world and they're better at the game. So mistake number 4, getting defensive. Passive aggression thrives on emotional reactions. Mistake 5, ignoring it for too long. Silence doesn't make it go away. It makes it escalate. So, section 6, let's talk about the action plan. Let's learn how to take control of this dynamic. 1, we want to build emotional distance. Their mood is not your responsibility. Stop absorbing their energy. 2, keep all the communication direct. Whether they do or don't, just stay clear. This alone forces the dynamic to shift. 3, stop rewarding the behavior. Do not soothe them, fix things. Guess their feelings, give them extra attention. Directness gets a response. Passive aggression gets none. The 4th thing, state your boundary clearly. Indirect comments don't work with me. If there's something to discuss, say it directly. That line alone changes relationships. Be willing to walk away. This is the ultimate power move. Not out of anger, but out of self-respect. If you want to talk clearly, I am here. Otherwise, I'm just stepping away and done. So when should you remove yourself completely? Some people use passive aggression as manipulation, control, emotional punishment, and if the behavior is constant and intentional, your best move is distance. Healthy relationships need honesty, clarity, emotional safety. And if someone refuses to communicate directly after repeated chances, you're dealing with a skill issue or a character issue. Either way, you protect your peace first. Passive aggression is a communication problem, not a personality trait. But you don't fix it by exploding, chasing, decoding, or letting it slide. You fix it by being clear, being calm, being direct, and refusing to participate in indirect communication. One more thing I want to add is the importance of protecting your energy. If you know me and if you've worked with me, you know how to protect your energy. But I will go over it now. To protect your energy, surround yourself with a bubble. By doing this, and I would even say, ask Archangel Michael to surround you with that energy. It is a protection. And not only that, it's basically what I think of as when you're kids. I used to say this a lot. I'm sure some of you or many of you have, where it's I can't remember how it goes now, but it's basically whatever I say bounces off me and sticks to you. It's kind of like that. When you are protecting your energy, you are putting that bubble around you, so whatever they say does not get embedded in you where it will affect you. It will bounce off that energy that you have that's protecting you. So if this has helped you in any way, please share the video. Also, I would appreciate a like if this resonated with you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel where I am working on doing more videos like this. I look forward to connecting with you all next time. I'm sending you all so much love and so much light. See you next time.